So we got the first NBA 2K25 new park review. Female my players out there speed boosting. And apparently we're going to be out there playing in the park surrounded by a bunch of giant redwoods. Oh my God.
Start, we have a brand new environment. When you go into play 3-on-3, you're going to be surrounded by giant redwoods.
Now, I ain't gonna front the homie. He was a little too excited when he mentioned giant redwoods. It was almost like he was reminiscing like about all the giant redwoods that he's been around. It is what it is, but did you guys catch the gameplay? The movement of the players on the court? Did you see a significant difference from NBA 2K25 to 2K24? All comments are welcome, so share your thoughts in the comment section below. What's good, y'all? I'm AllCity. As always, appreciate you guys tuning in. Now, I want to share my thoughts on this gameplay because the textures, they look something like PS3 type of graphics. It's like we're going 2 generations back. Considering the graphics and lighting that we have in other AAA titles, do you guys think NBA 2K25 might be taking a step back in regards to graphics? It's wild to think because 2K players, I don't think we've really had a problem with how bad or how good 2K looks when we get on the game. But the graphics displayed in that clip, they're just terrible. Not to mention 2K players are noticing how terrible these face scans look. And 2K in their arrogance, they're doing their best to promote online close-ups of these player likenesses. Now, I don't know if this is telling of what we're gonna see in NBA 2K25 in regards to the other gameplay modes. And to tell you the truth, I really don't mind a downgrade in graphics if that means more stability in gameplay. But I don't think we could go so far back in graphics that we start thinking what's the reason for playing on a $500 console. Could it be that 2K has remained so complacent in the development of 2K games that they're just falling behind and all these other games are taking strides ahead of them? Definitely curious to hear your thoughts on that, so sound off in the comment section. And after receiving all this information that we got for 2K25 so far, what do you guys think is a sufficient amount that each player should spend on the game throughout its annual cycle? The reason why I'm bringing this up is because I want you guys to take a look at this. There's Trayshawn Price, and he spent close to $8,000 on NBA 2K24, recently sharing his microtransaction history. Do you guys think you'll ever spend that type of money on a 2K game in one annual cycle? I also want to reference this post from Dolo up next. He says, I went through my purchases from 2K19 to 2K24, and I couldn't get all of it from 2K16 and 20 because he was on PlayStation, but apparently this is bad spending habits. So I made a chart from my age and spending. And he goes on to say, so if I was 14 spending probably more than 1K on NBA 2K, how is this a problem? And he shared this graphic detailing his age and the amount of money he spent. At 13 years old, he spent $375 on NBA 2K19. 1 year later, he's 14 years old. That number damn near doubles and is close to $1,000. At 14 years old, he spent $786. At 15 years old, that number damn near hit $1,000, $965 on NBA 2K21. And I would like to take a second to remind y'all that during this time, most players were most certainly not spending nearly what they would spend in today's 2Ks. But I'll continue on. In NBA 2K22, the kid is 16 years old, well over $1,000. He spent $1,236. And at 16 years old, I imagine he's not making this money. He could be, but I imagine he's not, and that's coming out of his parents' pockets. How many of you parents out there will let your 16-year-old spend $1,200 on an NBA 2K game? Definitely curious to hear your feedback. At 17 years old, for NBA 2K23, he spent over $2,000, damn near doubling what he spent the previous year. And with age comes wisdom, but this kid doesn't got much of it. He was able to drop his spending by $500. At 18 years old, he only spent $1,600 on NBA 2K24. And I hate that I even mentioned only spent, because $1,600 is a significant and also absurd amount of money to spend on 2K. And I would just like to be clear here. In a span of 5 years, this teenager from ages 13 to 18 spent over $12,000 on 2K. I already know some of you parents out there already done smacked your kid in the back of the head. Don't you ever. And now I'd like to share this snippet from a recent article that came out from the New York Times ripping NBA 2K25 apart. In this first snippet, it says there's been research, Madigan said, to show the exciting part isn't finding out what's in the box, but before you open the box, seeing the little effects pop up, hearing the sounds, watching the opening animations. By embellishing and amplifying these elements, sports games are making the act of buying cards irresistible, which is of particular concern to groups worried about the well-being of children. 2K games acting something like a casino, 2K is rated E for everyone. Kids, they can't get access to casinos, but every kid out there could gain access to 2K. In this next snippet, Celia Holden, the founder of Group Ethical Games, said loot boxes are especially problematic for children because the part of their brain that helps regulate compulsions, it hasn't fully developed yet. And that's exactly why this kid that we've been talking about, Dolo Up Next, said, I don't even see anything wrong with that. Like, what's the problem with spending this type of money on 2K? Well, youngin, your brain is not fully developed enough to even answer that question. In this last snippet from the New York Times article ripping 2K apart says it's really hard for kids to refrain from trying to get the thing they want to get, Holden said. If you have mechanics like these in-game for kids, it's just clearly unethical. A lot of you grown-ups out there are thinking, well, I have my spending controlled when I play 2K. So you may not fully understand how people are even able to spend this type of money. But when 2K is using their gameplay design to target kids, and here we have the actual proof from a kid showing his spending habits on 2K. We also have a prominent news outlet in the New York Times helping to bring awareness of 2K's heavy predatory monetization tactics. I know a lot of us are left wondering, how does 2K even get away with this? And I tell you guys, you and I, we share the same sentiment. And I'm curious, if any of you parents out there, because I know a lot of kids, they don't have the attention span to even stick to the end of this video. But if any of you parents out there have stories of your kids being bullied or being shamed for not having enough money to spend on 2K, and they feel sad that their parents can't afford to give them money to spend on 2K, share your stories in the comment section below. They may be highlighted in a future video. And if by the slim chance we have some youngins that are still watching this video right now, let me explain something to you. Family comes first, and it's documented. The good majority of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. The good majority of people can't afford to spend this type of money on 2K. And when your family is going through hardship, the last thing that you should be thinking about is spending your last and only dollar on entertainment. Youngin, find ways to make money, residual income. In your early adult years, spend your time and energy developing a passive income that allows you to fully enjoy your entertainment. I know these youngins can't see too far ahead. They mostly live for the moment, but if you're spending $12,000 on a video game, you youngins, you're out there limiting the longevity of how many of those entertaining moments you'll actually have. I hope this video resonated with some of you guys out there. In NBA 2K25, I'm gonna spend even less than what I spent in 2K24. Hopefully, a lot of you guys will consider doing the same. If any of you guys are new here, consider dropping a like and a sub on your way out. Leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Easy, y'all. If you guys are tired of running with randoms and you're looking for players to run with on NBA 2K, come on out and join the AllCity 2K Discord. The link will be in the description below. Find players and get runs now. Drop a like and drop a sub on your way out. Leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Easy, y'all.